Your shadow falls across the calendar, blotting out the sun. Days and months ahead now are marred by your darkness. The new moon and the old moon age in turn, then die. The quarter moon splits apart, and the full moon bursts into the black space at the bottom of the next eclipse. Days and nights pivot from the equinox ahead. The apogee is reached, and then recoils. In the dark, I mark a tentative X through the square, unsure if this day or week is over, date, and what became of time. 3 in a line mean poison, I know, and I have chosen to make more of it than that. Winter turns its white pages in the sundial dark. Spring is somewhere else, a thin green dream, and summer drifts, tanned and wan, out west. Another autumn loses focus, and I am everything but visible. The earth still tilts and spins, the same place stays the same. Each day I wake and nothing else, no change. The sun retains its distant point, the shadow makes its measured way, time turns fossil in the shade. I sit and wait, I chart and trace, and then, too late, tear off the page. The fading lack of light whispers me away. In that blank place, I've had my say. What took my face? I stood out fine and stroked the fur that grew inside. It filled me up and was enough. But now no taste talks of my tongue or runs my mouth across the lawn. It's gone, and so's the sun. No shadow turns from this flat noon or dances leaf-like to some tune my once slick throat slid out to hum. I had to learn to whistle. Bring it here, my bony race. This taste of flesh is mine to waste. My anger is a rubber ball that I hear bouncing off the wall. I beat against some drum this skull, and in between, another call. Had I the eyes, I'd swoon from here, the backyard moon and missing lid, this inn erased and all in half. I took it out, you turned it back. Against the wall, I turned the clock. Without the hands, there's just the talk and spring unwinding in the dark, a tension thing that stops. I scraped my hand against the wall. It answered plaster back and begged to climb. I crawled and scratched and gripped at paint. I couldn't wait for rhyme. My hands were there and mirror clear and found a place that matched my skin with skin. I pressed the glass against the flesh until it cracked. Now I'm blind. I take it back. I let it down like smell to ground. It kept my head from sinking low. I want another breath to air the uncombed speech from my loud hair and find my brow, the fine-lined crow who beats his wings to bring me sight. No antiseptic smell to clear. Let sweat swell and skew the world. Light refracts through lid and tear. Night snaps shut along a line. I'd follow my nose if I knew where it was. I'll teach my knees instead to bend and trace with my trapped tongue. I want to know you, lung to lung, pry back to flap and leap to run. Breathe the breezes come unsprung from deep in your dark places. I have no scent myself, but fear the oven gas is leaking. Tell me where to base this numb and where to probe if flesh is done. This smooth forbids my tasting. So the snow stopped. I've lost my ears. I've heard it there before, that soft. No one's at home, I know that tone. The sound of numbers in my head sounds like snow upon the stone. It starts with none and never reaches out from 0 much past 1. It's not the bone. I felt the answer in my hands, and in a month I made a mouth. Some more of those stunk up a nose. A simple motion in the air attached each hand to tin and ear. Something wrote, but first it spoke, then shuddered out like echo. Know what was here to take my face? I cast it off my open palms. The bellows of my breath fill again, then empty, blowing on the old coals. The rain last night poured in through the flue and wetted them. I left the damper open, and now it seems that no amount of kindling and no amount of paper can make it catch. So much for faith. Each time I blow, the smoke billows back out and tears my eyes. I try again, twist paper into knots, strike a match with my thumb, and empty myself once more. The words darken and burn. The flame hesitates, then dies, then flares again, begging for another breath. I have given all I can, but can't stand to see it die like this, so I go on. One small part starts to light, and I blow, gentler this time, to try to keep it going. The room is cold, the wood damp, yet this one corner glows, and with each deep breathing out, some kind of fire grows, tinder to kindling, split log to soft coal. The smoke goes up the flue, still open, and I watch it catch, all out of breath, the flames spreading out and giving off heat, the wood finally dry, release of energy nearly complete. Then I know, backing off, this is why I breathe, and this is why I bother with it, and this is why I sit here, wheezing, even as the fire burns down on its own, content to watch, to catch my breath, and for a while, stay warm. Played out. I treasure these spaces more than most. No other vein I've ever tapped could match the ore I've worked from here. I stake my claim to this dark place. The mouth half closed, blocked by boards and signs of warning. A deep, straight shaft stretching out behind. The shoring damp, turning soft. The walls pressing in, crumbling. The floor a mess of scrabble and slag. No air, no light, no end to the tunnel. The closed-off heart that kills most canaries collapses and abandons mine. This is the last one. I awake like my ancestors, moon set deep in sky, then get up and do the old, early work. Bury my face in water, run my fingers through my hair, start the day with fire. Looking at the world that grows outside the window, it is first morning come again. The dark shades recede, become familiar. Stars light another lamp, and my dark face withdraws, squinting from the sun. I like to hear the first bird, last cricket, middle breath of a sleeping woman. In the dark arrangement of space, her face takes its place inside my arm. Her legs are some strong vine entwined each night around mine. While she still sleeps, I breathe a little faster. I want to wake in the morning, touch the soft inside of her arm with the first slow movement of my eye. Before I leave the bed, I choose a place upon her body, put my lips there. She woke, spoke once of fireflies, lightning, and the soft, warm fur of my hair. We wake the same, Leave woman for work, drop the dream alongside the bed and rise with the sun. In the blue light, I know each day why I am still alive. I like this earth that turns as I sleep, my life some pure, still secret. And the stars in the top of my head that burn all night, the cold light saying, illuminate, illuminate, illuminate. Thanks.